Good afternoon. The first gay marriage in the state of Utah could be performed at any minute in Salt Lake County.
This comes just hours after a federal judge ruled Utah's law banning gay marriage was unconstitutional. That law, Amendment 3 of the Utah Constitution, was on a statewide ballot in 2004. 66% of Utah voters supported defining marriage as a union between a man and a woman, making gay marriages against the law in our state.
Several gay couples filed a lawsuit challenging that amendment back in March after they were denied marriage licenses in Salt Lake County. Within the last hour, the Salt Lake County Clerk's Office issued a marriage license to two men. Sim Gill, the Salt Lake County Attorney General, looked over the ruling, gave the green light for the marriage to be performed.
Alex Cabrera was live at the clerk's office. Alex, this seemed to happen very fast.
That's right, Deanie. Within the last hour and a half, 4 marriage licenses have been issued to gay couples here at the Salt Lake County Clerk's Office. Equality Utah is here right now, getting ready to do a press conference to talk about this all. Let's go to these guys right now with Equality Utah and such. Guys, go ahead. Just what is your reaction to all of this? Yes.
We are thrilled that our federal courts have recognized that Utah's Amendment 3 is unconstitutional because it denies every individual's fundamental right to marry and because it demeans the dignity of same-sex relationships.
Your reaction, though, right away, I mean, as soon as this was issued, couples were here in line, ready to get that license because they're concerned this could be appealed and taken away.
Absolutely. I mean, it's possible. It's possible that the state could seek a stay of the ruling, but the judge's decision was quite clear. Amendment 3 is unconstitutional. The state may not enforce it. And so the county clerks are issuing same-sex marriage licenses to same-sex couples right now.
So, sorry about
that. Is that legal? Are they legally married then?
Absolutely. It's pursuant to a federal court order.
So their paperwork is not just paperwork. They are married.
Yeah, when a federal court says that a state law is unconstitutional, it is. And he says the state can't enforce it, the state can't enforce it.
You started this lawsuit back in, what, March? Or when did you start?
We filed in March 25th, yes.
Tell me your reaction.
My reaction, actually, this is almost what I expected, because I was in the hearing, and I listened to the judge, and I listened to what he asked, and I read what everybody had submitted, and I knew he was going to make the right decision. Our case was very strong. Our law firm, our legal team was brilliant. They were passionate, and we told the truth. There are going to be a lot of people. Judge Shelby is going to get criticism. He's going to be called an activist judge. He's not. We did not ask Judge Shelby to bring same-sex marriage to Utah. We asked him to enforce the Constitution of the United States, and that is exactly what he did, and that cannot be appealed.
Is this history in the making?
This is history. We are the first of 30 states that have these horrible, hateful constitutional amendments. Judge Shelby has started this now, and it's going to overturn ours, and this is going to start a chain reaction. This is going to open the door and lead the way for 30 other states. This decision affects more than people in Utah. This is going to affect people in 30 states. Yes, this is historic.
That's right. I'm here with John Anderson, with Seth Anderson. You go with Seth Anderson, and as Michael Ferguson, you were the first couple here in Utah to get the marriage license. You came here as soon as you heard about this, didn't you, Seth?
Yeah, we did. We were working at our tea shop, and we got a call that said Judge Shelby had struck down Amendment 3, and if we wanted to be married in Utah today, go down now and get in line. And so we got in the car and rushed down here.
And Michael, you came here right away because you said earlier when I was chatting with you, you're concerned this could be taken away at any second.
It is going to be. We're told that within the hour that it's going to be slammed down, but that's just temporary. You can't stop fairness and equality from marching forward.
I know, and we were talking, it's just a piece of paper, but boy, it means so much more than that to you guys.
It's way more than just a piece of paper, absolutely.
What does this mean to you today? I mean, it's been a long battle coming. I know you were plaintiffs in the lawsuit.
No, we weren't plaintiffs in the lawsuit, no.
You were the other one.
Our friends were.
Your friends were.
Yeah,
That's what,
yeah.
But still, it was a complete shock, wasn't it? I know you knew maybe the day would come at some point.
I was not expecting this.
Not today. Well, and with the case where it was, we were expecting a ruling, and we didn't know what the ruling would be, but in the next few weeks. And so that it happened today was a surprise, a very pleasant, happy surprise.
An amazing Christmas surprise, yeah.
What's the next step for you guys? You still have to go before a judge, correct?
No,
we're married. We're husbands.
You're set to go, because I see over here they are performing ceremonies.
They are. They're hurrying before the clock moves backward, before it inevitably moves forward again, yeah.
This is the certified copy.
Yep, that's the official marriage license right there from the state of Utah.
Yes, that's right.
Seeing the state of Utah, man, it's
amazing. all of us here today are pioneers, and the pioneering is still going on.
Okay, this is emotional.
Absolutely, absolutely. It still hasn't fully sunk in because it still is so surreal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Seth, Michael, thank you very much for your time, guys. I appreciate
it.
All right, Deanie, let's go back inside to you. They're excited. First couple in Utah to get a marriage license. 4 of them have officially been issued by the county here, and there are ceremonies here in the clerk's office downstairs in the county building as we speak. I mean,
well, Dave and Deanie, I just got back from his office moments ago, and what he told me is he never imagined when he woke up this morning this issue would come across his desk. He said that when the ruling came down, he and another colleague began reading it. They hadn't even gotten through the 50-page document when the Salt Lake County Clerk's office called, basically asking, what should we do? He advised them as basically as they have a client-lawyer relationship in that sense, that he represents them. And he told them to go ahead and issue the marriage license as if it was any other circumstance, a man and woman applying for it. And they said before they even were able to hang up the phone, somebody was already in line asking to get that marriage license, and of course they did grant it.
That's right, Deanie. I am here with Reverend Curtis Price. He's with the First Baptist Church, and I got to correct myself. I called you a judge earlier. Yeah. You're a pastor before me. Just dumb question by me, but you heard about this. You came down here right away, didn't you?
I did, absolutely. Our church and myself in particular have been involved in the LGBT community and the fight for marriage equality for quite a long time. And so I had to come down here and be a part of the celebration and join in. And there happened to be some folks that want to get married, so I jumped in there too and did that.
You said you married one couple already, right?
Yes. We did it right over here by the tree.
Yeah, Deanie, you just talked about and read the statement from the governor saying that he's very disappointed at the act of his federal judge, making this opinion. I just got out of the Attorney General's office. Right now, the word is they will appeal this judge's decision. They're writing up the appeal right now, and they're putting together the final language so they can proceed on this. They've already spoken with the attorneys that argued the case. They've spoken with the judge. The game plan is, since it's late on a Friday afternoon, they want to file the paperwork and ask the judge for a stay in the decision, an appeals judge for a stay in the decision. Whether that happens tonight or first thing Monday mornings, hard to say at this point, but bottom line, the state of Utah will appeal the decision that came down today. We hope to get a little bit more information here in just a little bit. The AG's office is still crafting a statement with the exact language on it, but we were just handed the governor's statement that you just read a minute ago. So this case is far from over.
Your reaction, you think they're going to be able to override this?
No, you mean the governor won't be sending a gift? I'm a little appalled.
You can't stop fairness and equality from marching forward.
The judges are simply acting like legislators.
Nothing quite matches what marriage is.
I think everybody should have the same opportunity, and love is love.
I respect the rights of others to do what they want, but I do believe that a man and a woman, that's marriage to me.
We're married! Michael Ferguson and Seth Anderson couldn't believe it when they heard the news.
Both of us just looked at each other and we were like, oh my gosh, what do we do? Do we go? Yeah, we're going. Okay, let's do this.
They rushed to the Salt Lake County Clerk's office, and in less than an hour after a federal judge's ruling, became the first same-sex couple to be issued a marriage license in the state of Utah.
Hopefully other people start showing up and get married while they can.
It's a tale of 2 counties. In one county, same-sex couples can be married. And in another, you get this letter.
We will continue at this time to issue a marriage license only to applicant couples, male and female, who appear together at the Utah County Clerk's office.
Terry and Penny were disappointed, but still snapped this photo of themselves holding the letter with smiles on their faces.
They didn't know what to do, and they've had time. They knew that this case was before the courts. They knew, and I felt like that they procrastinated, and they basically just pushed us off.
Even now, a KSL poll asks Utah voters, if a measure was on the ballot today, would you define marriages between one man and one woman? 58% say yes, 42% say no.
Reaction to a federal judge's decision to let same-sex marriages continue here in Utah, even as an appeal to a higher court continues. Today, Judge Robert Shelby denied the state's request for a stay to stop gay marriages here in Utah. Well, now the state is awaiting yet another stay request to the 10th Circuit Court of Appeals, which will also hear the larger appeal.
Tonight we have live team coverage. News specialist Haley Smith shows us how many couples are still lining up to tie the knot today. News specialist Sandra Yee tells us why, despite the ruling, some county clerk's offices are not issuing marriage licenses to same-sex couples. But first, we're going to go to political specialist Richard Pyatt, who was in the courtroom this morning as this ruling happened.
We don't believe that our being able to be married takes anything away from anyone else. It's all about love.
I thought it was appropriate that we wait until we heard from the 10th Circuit Court of Appeals.
All counties in Utah are now issuing marriage license to same-sex couples, except for one, whose clerk is on vacation. Utah County had been facing a lawsuit over refusing to hand out licenses to gay couples immediately after a federal judge ruled Amendment 3 was unconstitutional. The couple behind that suit got their license in Utah County this morning and now say they likely won't pursue that lawsuit.
Big story today. Utah takes its fight against gay marriage to the U.S. Supreme Court. In papers filed today with Justice Sonia Sotomayor, the state asked her to overturn the court decisions that are allowing for same-sex marriages. News specialist Devin Dolan reporting on what appears to be a long and expensive fight ahead.
Hundreds of same-sex couples have received marriage licenses since the ban on gay marriage was overturned earlier this month. The Utah Attorney General asked the U.S. Supreme Court today to stop them while its appeal is pending.